it's me Veronica and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a real quick one. I just want to jump on and show you guys what came in the mail the other day. It is the Book of the Month box for the month of May. So if you guys want to see what came in this large box, then grab a drink and a snack and stick around. Okay, so as I said in the intro, this is the May Book of the Month box. Just so that you guys know, it is a budget-friendly box. It is only $14.99 a month. And what they do is they pick 5 books for each month from different genres. And you have your choice of picking one of those titles as your main book. And then you also have the option to add on another book or 2 or 3, however many you want to choose, for an additional fee of $10. So I actually had a credit from before and I used it towards this box, so I actually ended up adding 2 books on plus my May one. But I will actually open this up for you guys so you can see it. And in here you can see one of the books, and they always give you like a little bookmark, but on here it says "You've got great taste," and it has a little Book of the Month logo at the bottom. And the bookmark is always the same generic. On one side it says Book of the Month, and the other side it has like a little saying, and this time it says "I'm a freak between the sheets," and you guys can take it however you want to interpret it. You know, it's people have their own ideas, but that's just saying, you know, I'm going to go there with it. But the first book that I did choose was the May title. One of the May titles, I should say, and it is by Jennifer Saint, and it is called Rioting Orion. Sorry guys, I know I'm butchering it, I apologize. But this is kind of based on like Greek mythology and the different ones. It says, Ariadne, princess of Crete, grows up greeting the dawn from her beautiful dancing floor and listening to her nursemaid stories of gods and heroes. But beneath her golden palace echo the ever-present hoofbeats of her brother, the Minotaur, a monster who demands blood sacrifice. When Theseus, the prince of Athens, arrives to vanquish the beast, Ariadne sees in his green eyes not a threat but an escape. Defying the gods, betraying her family and country, and risking everything for love, Ariadne helps Theseus kill the Minotaur, but will Ariadne's decision ensure her happy ending? And what of Phaedra, the beloved younger sister she leaves behind? Hypnotic, propulsive, and utterly transporting, Jennifer Saint's Ariadne forges a new epic, one that puts the forgotten women of Greek mythology back at the heart of the story as they strive for a better world. You know, of the 5 options that I had, this one piqued my interest the most. I do kind of like Greek mythology, and I'm trying to get into reading more of it, but more about them, I should say. And the title and the art design actually kind of intrigued me a little. So this is going to get added to my ever-growing TBR pile. So when I get around to reading it, I will definitely let you guys know. Then the next book, which is one of the 2 that I chose to add on, has actually been on my radar for a while now. It's called The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. And as you can see, it does have a little potion bottle on there. And on the back cover, the design is just like a little green bug. Kind of almost like a beetle. But this one says, A Forgotten History, a secret network of women, a legacy of poison and revenge. Welcome to the Lost Apothecary. Hidden in the depths of 18th century London, a secret apothecary shop caters to an unusual kind of clientele. Women across the city whisper of a mysterious figure named Nella, who sells well-disguised poisons to use against the oppressive men in their lives. Nella's dark world is no place for her newest patron, a precious 12-year-old girl named Eliza Fanning, but their unexpected bond sparks a string of consequences that echoes through the centuries. 200 years later, aspiring historian Caroline Parsifal discovers an aged apothecary vial in the River Thames. As she is newly grappling with the searing betrayal of her husband's infidelity, a curious research project is exactly the distraction Caroline needs. But when she discovers a link between the vial and London's long unsolved apothecary murders, Caroline's upended present soon collides with an explosive history, binding her fate to Nella's Annalise's in a stunning twist that transcends the barrier of time. Now, as I said, this book has been on my radar for quite a while. I have heard a lot about it through BookTube and Bookstagram, people saying how much they liked it. So honestly, this is going to be a great read, hopefully come this summer. But of course, it's getting added to the TBR pile. As you guys know, all my books I get will get added onto it, and I will eventually get around to reading them all. But this one, honestly, I love the design on it. I like the flowers. And the fact that it has the apothecary bottle. It kind of gives you like the kind of magical vibes to it. And I think that's why I was drawn to it. So that's definitely going to be an interesting read. And then the last book I chose as an add-on is actually Kate Morton's The Clockmakers Daughter. And honestly, the artwork design on this cover is definitely amazing. You do have like the face of the clock, and it's an old time clock, and at the very bottom you do have like the little moon and stars. And this is a pretty hefty sized book, but it's going to be a challenge. A welcome challenge, but definitely a challenge to read it. But the caption up here at the top says, "My real name no one remembers. The truth about that summer no one else knows." And the summary of it basically covers, it starts in the summer of 1862, and it's a group of young artists, and they're led by a talented guy named Edward Radcliffe, and he finds this manor, and they spend a weekend there creating, and all different kinds of things are happening. And by the end of the weekend, one woman is shot and killed. And then the story fast forwards to about 100 to 150 years later, and this woman is feeling drawn to the manor house because she finds a satchel, an old satchel in it with a drawing, and it's leading her to the manor house, and she has no idea why, but she feels like she's been there before, almost like kind of like a past life type experience. But I've heard a lot of things about this as well. A lot of people did like it, some didn't, but not every book is going to appeal to every person. So definitely will be a long read for me to get through, but I will definitely attempt it. It might take me more than one time to try to read it, but I'm definitely going to tackle it, and I'm setting myself a goal this year of trying to read 50 books. I know to some of you guys that might sound super crazy, but so far I think I've read 6 or 7 books, I think. And I'm working on 4 right now, off and on. But I'll eventually get the goal done by the end of the year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If not, I just transfer the goal to next year. No big deal, no pressure. But that was actually the book mail for today. I will have coming in the mail shortly. For those of you guys who do know, I am a rep for I Smell Books. We do have the classic edition for the month of May coming, and I can tell you guys the theme. It is going to be 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So that will be actually be coming out to me sometime this week. So I should have that for you guys for an unboxing next week. And then we also do have the May YA box will be coming out around the 16th. It gets mailed out, and that's going to be Tiptoeing on a Tightrope. So it's going to be circus themed. So if you guys are a little curious about that, make sure you guys stay tuned. And you'll be able to find out by clicking the notifications bell when I do post the video. Also, you can make sure go over and check out my Instagram page. It is Scarlet Book Nerd. I will put the link to it down below, as well as the link for Book of the Month. And if my code is still active for this, I will include it down below for you guys. And you can save some money on your purchase for Book of the Month if you want to. So until next time, I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. And until next time, happy reading, guys.